Death's Sweet Echo is the 10th story collection from Maynard and Sims. We started off as LH Maynard and MP Sims way back in 1979 with our first collection. That moved through to Len and Mick and ended up now as Maynard and Sims, or sometimes, particularly with the novels, just Maynard Sims. Death's Sweet Echo is from Tickety Boo Press, a lovely hardback and excellent ebook. There's 13 ghost stories and strange tales in there. Only 3 of them were published previously, so 10 of them are brand new to the collection. There's a variety of stories in there, and it's reviewed really well. So my recommendation to you as a thoroughly unbiased author is to buy the hardcover of Death's Sweet Echo from Tickety Boo. Enjoy it and read it. So I'm Mick Sims of Maynard and Sims, and I'm going to read a short extract. Sorry about scratching the head. I'm going to read a short extract from the first story in Death's Sweet Echo. The first story is called Glorious Dilapidation. The breathing was almost a wheeze, like an old person with a bad chest makes when they struggle to move. It wasn't getting louder or closer, but it was in the room with me. I had to do something. I glanced at the window, but it was still half closed with glass, and I wasn't going to try to jump through that. The only other way out was back through the doorway, but that meant turning around. I did it quickly, although it seemed as if I was in slow motion. There was a shadow on the couch that I was sure hadn't been there before. It looked like a bucket of black liquid that had been tossed onto the material, staining it into a vague man shape. That was where the breathing was coming from. I stared at the figure, because the more I looked at it, the more it seemed to be the figure of a fat old man, and I was certain that the mouth was moving, and it was from the slack jaws that the breathing was coming. It sounded like a death rattle to me, though I'd only ever seen one living creature die, and that was a deer hit by a truck, and that had made more of a mewing sound. As I stared, it seemed to me that the shape was getting fuller. It looked as if the chest was rising and falling. Then I heard footsteps on the wooden boards above me. I was reluctant to tear my eyes away from the couch creature, but I instinctively glanced upwards and saw dust dropping like snowflakes from the ceiling. Whoever was up there had a heavy tread. When I looked back at the couch, there was nothing there, except the couch was brand new, clean, flowery patterned material. My eyes roamed about the room, and the walls were fresh wood now. Pictures encased in frames hung from nails. There were curtains at the gleaming windows, and on the pristine tables was laid out a meal for 2 people, with steam rising from meat on the plates, and a glass of water at each setting.